Kylie Jenner is not only known for being one of the Kardashian Jenner sisters, but also her business ventures. Usually whenever she launches a product, she's able to create a lot of hype around it. But after the products have been out for a while, they turn out to be very controversial, to say the least. The best example here would probably be Kylie Cosmetics, which got her the status of the youngest billionaire of all time. At the beginning, everybody was hyped until doubts started coming in, and it didn't take long until the title was removed from her because she was exposed for inflating the size of her business for years. So as you can see, this followed the scheme of creating hype, being the most talked about person, and then it all crashed down. And now just recently, she decided to give it another try with her brand Kai. But this time it started way more controversial than before, and not only was she accused for getting the idea from someone else, but she also got caught stealing from her sister Kim Kardashian. As we know, Kim, she didn't left this entire thing uncommented, and she decided to expose Kylie for it. But what exactly did Kylie Jenner do this time? And even more importantly, what did Kim Kardashian say to expose her? This is exactly what we are going to find out in today's video, so make sure to stick around until the end so you don't miss a single juicy detail. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you stay up to date with every celebrity drama. When Kylie Jenner first made public that she was working on a new brand, people were extremely excited. The majority of her fans remembered her for Kylie Cosmetics, where most of them had a very positive feeling too, because most of them didn't know about the shitstorm she got for it, or the fact that she lied about her billionaire status. On the day she announced her new collection, people were extremely hyped, and the expectations were high. As you might know, the brand is called Kai, and reading through the news about it online, and what Kylie is saying about the brand, that it's a clothing line that offers modern, chic, and accessible luxury. And again, according to Kylie, they are trying to position themselves as the go-to brand for people that want to be extremely stylish and value quality. Additional to that, she promised that, like she did with Kylie Cosmetics, she promised that she would put her own style on each and every single piece, and that every piece they release would get her own touch, which was later exposed as a lie, but we're going to talk about that in just a second. So just to summarize that for you, she basically did the same thing as she did with Kylie Cosmetics. She promised her audience, which are mostly young girls and women, that if they buy a piece from Kai, they could look like her. If you don't remember it, for Kylie Cosmetics, she already did the same, and there she also promised that you could look like her if you just bought her makeup. However, it was later exposed that she had a lot of stuff done on her face, so it was not just all Kylie Cosmetics. Now I'm not here to hate on Kylie and the way she is doing business, I just wanted to point out the similarities to her business practices that she already used before. So the first time she announced it was on October 25th, 2023. And as I already said, people were extremely hyped. And when it launched on November 1st, 2023, it was an instant hit for Kylie. As we know it from Kylie, she used her massive following and media articles to get people to know about it. And when it was time to release, it was heavily promoted through influencers. It didn't take long until a lot of the items were sold out and the hype about the items was real. To keep up the hype, she is using several drops, so items stay rare, and people look forward to every drop. However, this time it didn't take very long until controversy started coming in, and the designer Betsy Johnson started to accuse Kylie of stealing all of the design ideas from her. She released an Instagram story saying, "We emailed Kylie and all her team products limited, concept and language and a line sheet 6 months ago." For those of you that are like me and don't know what a line sheet is, it is basically a document that contains images of every product, the costs and material used for each product. She then shared the entire story behind it, and apparently it went this way that she did a bunch of designs, worked out the brand message and language, sent them to Kylie. However, instead of getting a reply from Kylie, 6 months later she released Kai, and apparently the designs, concept, and language are extremely similar to what she has sent her. In the next story, it got even more sad, and she shared a screenshot from her student loans with the caption, "Worked my ass off for this. Like so many other working class kids who bust their ass for expertise, they weren't born into to release their ideas." As you can imagine, this caused a huge controversy. There were loyal fans of Kylie that defended the collection, and the main arguments were that in the fashion world, similarities are sometimes unavoidable. On the other side, there were a lot of people that called out Kylie for that, and argued that while there are sometimes similarities in fashion, it can't just be a coincidence that 6 months after she got basically the business idea sent on a silver plate, she magically comes up with the same idea. Kylie is yet to react to these allegations, but personally, I don't think that we will ever get a response from her on that topic. However, the team of hers working on that brand made a statement that did not really address it, but they said that their work is original and that they copied from no one. Not all fans believed this, and on Reddit one user posted, "I'm all for inspiration in the fashion world, but this seems a bit too close for comfort. If Betsy Johnson's claims are true, it's really disappointing." Another one wrote, "This is why I'm skeptical of celebrity brands. It's hard to know how much is truly original and how much is inspired by the work of lesser-known creatives. I hope Betsy Johnson gets the recognition she deserves. However, another one was a bit more skeptical about this and said, I think people are too quick to judge. In fashion, similar ideas can develop independently, especially with trends that are in the air. Kylie has been a trendsetter for years, and I trust that her team is creating original work. And while this controversy did some damage to the reputation of the brand, it did not entirely end it. However, it didn't take long, and there was another controversy coming around, which was not because Kylie stole anything, or the designs weren't good, but because customers weren't happy with their purchase. A lot of people were making videos on TikTok with hauls and how they put it on the first time, and quickly a full-blown shitstorm started. People were extremely unhappy with the difference between the way the products were advertised versus the products they actually received. The four main complaints were, the fits were horrible, the materials were cheap, they were not well put together, and the durability is also very bad. Many angry customers quickly asked for a refund because they believed it was a completely false advertisement by Kylie. On the one side, she promised luxury and comfort, especially with the prices she is charging for the clothes, and on the other side, it's extremely cheaply produced, and people even complained that it was the cheapest faux leather they've ever seen. One user said, "It looks so lush and soft in the photos, but it feels stiff and cheap." Then there was the way the clothing was put together, and customers reported issues with inconsistent stitching and loose thread, which again raised questions about how much attention Kylie really puts into every single piece, like she promised. One user said, "For the price, I expected better quality control." And these 2 points were already enough for a lot of people to avoid the brand altogether, because they didn't want to get involved into stolen designs and bad manufacturing. And this can also be seen when just looking at the online store. As I told you earlier, Kai is using a strategy that got pretty popular in the recent years, which are drops, meaning they create a lot of hype around their drops, make it highly limited, and then advertise as much as they can. Today, this can be seen with most brands, like Supreme, Yeezy, and tons of others. Now, on the first drop, the items were sold out in just minutes, which definitely shows the hype Kylie was able to produce. But now on drop 3, which is the current drop at the time I'm recording this, most of the items are still available, and it doesn't look like it's going to be sold out soon. And if all of this wasn't already enough, this is when her sister Kim Kardashian comes in. In the business world, we currently know Kim for her brand Skims, and despite the reviews you can read about Skims online too, she's doing pretty well. However, it doesn't seem like she wants to share any of her success with her younger sister Kylie. Already when Kylie announced that she was also working on a fashion brand, Kim wasn't too happy about this because apparently she wants to be the only one in the family with a worldwide known and successful fashion brand. As we know Kim, she always wants to be in the center of attention, and therefore she doesn't care that Skims isn't even a streetwear brand like Kai. But she apparently still wants to be the only one that's selling clothing in her family. According to an insider very close to the Kardashians, Kim went absolutely mad about this, and the rumor says that Kim was already livid and accused Kylie of copying her business idea. Further, the insider reveals that Kim already hates it that Kylie had the same outfit as Kim did in her Instagram posts. But now that she is also having her own clothing line, it is apparently extremely icy between them. Personally, I think this entire situation is extremely worrying. First of all, I'm not too sure what I should think about the fact that Kylie might have copied the idea from a designer that sent her all of the ideas 6 months ago. Looking at just the facts, I think it's pretty safe to say that she simply took it and created the brand with it on her own. And I also think that it's simply not a coincidence that she launched Kai with the same design someone sent her 6 months earlier. But I'm interested in hearing your opinion on this entire topic. First of all, what do you think about Kim's reaction to this topic? And what I think is even more interesting, do you think Kylie really stole the designs? Let me know down in the comments, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you never want to miss another celebrity drama. With that being said, thanks for watching, and until next time.